Hey, Matthew again for P9. Kind of a race against time. It's Sunday and it's 11:35. If you hear snoring, that's my little brother. So, Eva and Franco, the book, the chapters, yeah. They the concept of originality, they don't really like take it to heart. They think anything that's original could be redone, recopied, changed, altered. I think that's pretty interesting. Mom, I'm doing my homework. Yeah, right now. You interrupted me, Mom. So yeah. I'm lost. So, I found it interesting how they took little scraps and pieces from multiple artwork and they put it in a black box. They considered that art, but what's more interesting is how they did it behind. How they were able to like study all the guards and stuff and actually be able to grab those objects. The Darko Maver's art, that was really interesting because of how they created this persona who was like really artistic, whatever, and his artwork portrayed violence, and they even faked his own death with like ketchup or something, and they revived him too, and his artwork showed the horrors of like war and violence, and some of it was actually true, and yeah, there's like Darko Maver was their alternate persona. They killed, they revived him, and the fake plaque they put on the building in Italy. It basically said that in this building nothing happened. It was just an ordinary building. Um, the Italians criticized it. They thought they meant it in a bad way, but in reality they were just trying to make a statement. I think what they're trying to say about history is that history is written by people. So just like everything else, history could be altered depending on which perspective you're seeing it through. And it's always 6 o'clock. To me, it was kind of confusing. The animals, the toys, and all that, I didn't really understand that. One of the things that I didn't like about the articles is that they, in the end, someone kind of leave you to like a now what position. So I kind of googled some of the things, and yeah, this the United We Stand. I really like that article since they went through this whole thing just to make people believe it was an actual. They made people believe it was an actual movie. Like they put up posters, they did trailers and everything, and they were able to do it worldwide. I think that shows how like far Evan Franco could go. I thought it was really interesting. Yeah, the little toys, that I think out of all the articles, that those were like my least favorite. I didn't really. I don't know if it's because I didn't understand it or just because it's just toys put together. Yeah. They were trying to say something about how something that I forgot. Damn. Race against time. 20 minutes. Wait, yeah, 22 minutes. But originality to Evan Franco is basically nothing's original. Everything has been done and redone. I call it the artwork. The referring back to the black box and the scraps of artwork that they collected. I found it interesting how they're saying that art isn't within itself the artwork itself, but the creation of it. I really like that one, and the in the book it also refers back to some guy who worked with glass, and once it was broken, he said it was like finding complete. So I guess art has to have an interaction with people in some sort. Dun, dun, dun. Overall, the Evan Franco book is not really much of a hassle to read. I don't really see people would hate them. It's just a book. It's pretty simple compared to other textbooks. Yeah, and it has pictures. Just lots and lots of pictures. Dun dun dun. So yeah, this was P9. It was in a rush. It wasn't that great, but oh well. 20 more minutes to upload. Later. Good night.